We've been paying attention to some of the athletes who are winning medals. We've also been paying attention to what happens to athletes after their Olympic career ends. And we caught up with 2006 figure skater, silver medalist Sasha Cohen, and asked her how she picked her second career because she watches CNBC. She works on Wall Street now.
I've always had an interest in finance. I remember when I was competing, I would watch CNBC, and I took up an interest in gold at the age of 15 and kind of wondered why there were such wild fluctuations. And I think it's just always been something I've been interested in and understanding investing, and been a big fan of Warren Buffett, and kind of led me that way.
Do you follow Warren Buffett now?
I do. I actually think I may go to Warren Buffett's
we will see you there. We'll be there.
Okay,
in Omaha.
I would love
You're
that.
going.
It's
okay.
a date.
Any other sort of business heroes for you?
So many, but I think more on the entrepreneurial side, like Elon Musk. I think just people that can be visionaries and see beyond, the next quarter and kind of what they're trying to create in this world. So
Right.
Definitely people like Bezos and Musk.
Cohen is also working on a documentary about making the transition from sports to a civilian career herself, and you can find more of our conversation with her a little later on. She's now works at Morgan Stanley, guys.
In New York?
In New York. In New York.
That's really cool. Gotta get her to come in here.
It
on the
is
show,
very
too.
cool. It is very cool. We've actually found a number of athletes who found their way into finance or are now entrepreneurs who plan to go into business. It's very inspiring. We talk about the American dream all the time. This is the American dream writ large.
Is there a reason? I mean, there's some sort of parallel between sports and Wall Street or finance or anything any comparisons that they make?
It's actually interesting. We ask that question a lot in terms of what it takes to do what they're doing in sports, and maybe the logic train of then how they're thinking about whatever business they're either currently in or want to go in. I think in all of these instances, it's pressure. They have figured out how to work under immense pressure, and I think we all can acknowledge that sometimes Wall Street can be a bit of a pressure cooker too.
You think about athletes in professional sports, Andrew. They usually make a lot of money during their career, and that can happen to an Olympic athlete with endorsements and stuff, but not necessarily. And it's only the very top tier ones that do that. So
yes,
all these people that devote so much to their sport without the monetary compensation from professional basketball or football or baseball, they need to come up with something afterwards.
There's no question.
They need to get real jobs.
Most of these athletes do think about a second career. Virtually every one of them. In fact, so many of them will even ask me questions about something in business or where they could go next and things like that.
Well, that's scary.
It's worth noting, by the way, that the Winter Olympics, not as lucrative as the Summer Olympics, traditionally, in terms of some of the stars that come out of it.
Yeah,
and also the cost of participating in the Winter Olympics.
Really high.
So many of these sports are either on skates or on skis. It can become a very expensive project that has to be, of course, much more than a hobby for so many of these athletes.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.